Hi, this is my second playthrough of Rolling Deep that I'm sharing. Go watch the first one, though spoilers, I lose pretty early on. I am a playtester for Rolling Deep, and I played this game a lot, probably like one of the top 3 or 4 people who's played this game. I love this game, it's great, so I just wanted to share that. I last game I lost a little bit early because I think I got a little bit too greedy. I was trying to set up for something that did not really pay off, and I got some unlucky rolls. And also, I got Captain Bluebeard, which really destroyed my scroll and made me lose the game pretty early on. I'm not going to go through the rules. Again, there's a lot of good resources for that. I just want to play the game, show you my thought process as someone who's played this game a lot. And yeah, I'm playing on the advanced mode. Let's shuffle everything up and let's get started. So first, let's see what the boss is. The boss is Stella. This is a very good boss. I like to see very early on, just because she could be really obnoxious later, especially the way I like to play, where I like to get lots of ones when I play, and she kind of is kind of rude about that. Though chapter one, she is kind of scary, just because chances are you're gonna roll a pair of ones, and that could kind of ruin everything. So I will probably use my scroll on her fight. Just I'm thinking about that now. And yeah, but we'll see what happens. Let's do my first roll. That is 2 and a potion. Love to see an early potion. It just helps, or a gold. It just helps so much in the first round. And then I got a 5. That's 7. That's a win. Okay, now my reward is I get 3 coins. And I'm gonna go for a coin for interest because I mentioned this before my last video, but 7 is the golden number you really want when you go into a shop, just because all the best items cost 7. The most expensive items cost 7, I should say. So yeah, so we got mushrooms, we got this pickaxe, and we got this torch and this torch. So this torch is really good. It pays back for itself after 3 rounds. But I also really like this for early tempo, just because the first round you get it when you don't have any mushrooms, it gives 1 mushroom to each of your rows. And then I'm also thinking about getting this. The problem is this bag and this torch have a little bit of a non-bow because when you put mushrooms in your 4 to 5 row, it means you don't get any mushrooms there. So what I think I'm actually just gonna do is I'm just gonna buy this torch. I'm not gonna buy this bag just because I don't think it's worth it for 4 gold, especially because when you're starting dice, I have an average roll of around 2 and a little bit. I have a 1 and a little bit, which or no, your average total is around 2 and a little bit, which means I'm not really gonna hit the 4 to 5 row, so I don't really want to pay half my gold for that. So I'm first gonna buy this, and then I think with 4 gold left, I'm just gonna go into the next shop, and then that means next round I might be able to even take some potion interest to start bumping up my economy. So yeah, let's go over here. We go to 8, and now start of round, I get 1 mushroom to each row. And sometimes it's good to build mushrooms on rows that you don't want, just because there are ways to move them around and ways to use them. But I think for now I'd rather keep the gold. So yeah, that's 4. So yeah, I used 1 mushroom and go to 5. I'm now eating my words where I would have won that in 1 roll and probably even saved a mushroom or 2 had I bought this bag. But that is what it is. I don't roll another 4 or 5. I rolled a 0. I actually will use a reroll potion here just because I'm guaranteed to get one back, and I'd rather finish this in 1 more roll and not 2 more rolls, so I only use 1 more mushroom. And I rolled another 0, then I'm not using a second reroll potion. But yeah, so I use 1 and go up 1, and then this resets. And then next roll, please. I got a 0 again. This is actually crazy. So I need 2 to finish here. So let's roll a 1. Do I want to use 2 reroll potions or do I want to use my scroll? I think I'm going to use 2 reroll potions because I will be able to get some more reroll potions on interest because I don't need to take any coins for interest this round. So I'm going to roll Sadie because she has a chance. I'm actually going to roll Gary because he has a chance to give me a potion. And I hit 3 and I use this mushroom, so which gives me 4. So yeah, I use four real potions. One thing I like to do when I play this game is I see how I got to 10 here, which means like I'm likely to get to 10 next round also. Though the boss ability will apply, so it will be a little bit harder. But it means I'm feeling kind of good about how strong I am right now. So I get five, I have nine, which only gets me one reroll potion, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking about taking this. It's expensive. I'm a little bit worried about Stella. So this doesn't help me so much. Again, because it doesn't work so well with the torch I have. This does because it adds it to each row. So again, it's basically impossible for me to hit the sixth row, so I don't really care about this. So I just kind of want to build up mushrooms on these rows. So yeah, I'll pay six for that. And I get one, two, three, four, five, six. And yeah, for six mushrooms for six gold's pretty good. Like this is six gold, it gives you four mushrooms. Granted, it's all in the same spot, which has its own benefits. But right now, when I'm not trying to target any specific row, I'm very happy with that. Yeah, so start combat, I get three mushrooms to each row. So I need a two or a three, which would make it 5 or 6 points, and then any other row would get me there. So yeah, let's do my first roll. No doubles, which I like to see. That's a three, and then another three. I use a mushroom. So I'm hoping not to have to use my scroll right now, but we will see. So I ignore these, but they're zero anyway. So this would get me four, which would get me exactly to where I need to be. Yeah, and so I win this round. And now let us take a discovery. Ooh, 7 gold or the next item I bought doesn't take up an item slot. I really like that. I really like that. The problem is I'm not gonna be able to buy anything next round. Do I think I'll be able to win at when it gets to 12 in chapter 2 without being able to buy anything? Right now I'm gonna get another mushroom here, and this is so I'm probably gonna get like four as long as I hit the this row once with my two reroll potions. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit greedy. Maybe I'll lose. I do have my scroll, so I'm kind of happy to do this. Because that can bail me out of a jam. But yeah, so I'm gonna buy this. And the next item I buy doesn't take up a slot, which I'm really hoping for, like a wand in this row would be great. But this is going to be a little bit scary, this combat. So yeah, let's go to 12, reset. Yeah, also, I don't really use these a lot just because I always forget to, but you probably should be flipping these over. Only when I have an item that cares about them do I actually flip them over. Yeah, so now 12, I get three rolls. At the beginning, I get my mushroom. Let's put a mushroom here, and also, oh, there should be two mushrooms there. I forgot. When I bought the item, didn't matter, but yeah, it matters now because now I don't get a mushroom there. Yeah, so that's a four. That's an excellent roll. So four, I get a coin, and I get plus three, which gets me to seven. So if I roll two or three, which again is the average, that's gonna be, I need to roll three, which I can do over two rolls. I'm not that worried. Oh, there it is, and I get another coin. I realized I totally skipped the shopping phase. So I'm just gonna discard them because I can't really, couldn't afford anything anyways. So I'm just gonna discard these items. Um, and didn't miss anything major. So again, go three, and then use one of my two mushrooms, and go to 12. Okay, and now I get 3 gold. One, two, three. I have more than 7 gold, less than three potions. So let me get a potion. Oh, it's my interest, and let's go shopping. One, two, three. So this is exactly what I'd like to see. Let me first, actually, I also forgot to do this. Okay. Okay. Fascinating. Um, so yeah. I really like this, especially with the discovery, and especially with I already and have a bunch of mushrooms to use. I'm just really afraid of this boss. I still have my scroll, which I will probably use. I'm just doing a little bit of math here. If I roll, let's say I have 2 or 3 mushrooms here, um, and then I use the row above, which is another 3 mushrooms over here, which is like 5. That's 8. That's 12. I'm gonna need 18, so I'm gonna need six more score from somewhere. I don't like this. This boss is kind of annoying, but the fact that I have this and this lets me rebuild mushrooms pretty easily, I like. So I'm definitely gonna buy it. It's only 5. That's 6. I know I'm actually gonna buy this also. Um, because this is gonna let me. Sorry. This is gonna let me get a mushroom over here, make it so if I roll a 4 or 5 against the boss, I'll be pretty safe. Granted, I still have um, one more combat to do before the boss, but I'm really hoping I get there. It is kind of sad I lost. This is also a pretty good item, especially if I like mushrooms, but it is what it is. So at the beginning, I put a mushroom here. I really like this torch with this one, just because I use mushrooms in 2 rows, and this torch fills up 2 rows at once. So yeah, let's hit 15 here. That is 2 plus 2 for the mushroom plus 3 for these mushrooms, which gets me to 7. That's halfway in one roll, which is pretty good, but I did use up 2 mushrooms. So yeah, that's another 2 plus 1 there, plus 2. Okay, so as long as I roll a 2 or a 3, I'm fine. Ironically, I'd actually kind of like a 6 here just because I want to use mushrooms in this row now, but that's very unlikely. That is a 3. I'm going to use this mushroom anyways, and then I move over here. But I get 5 gold. I'm at 7 gold. I'm going to take another coin for interest just because I really need an item to carry me through this boss. So yeah, let's see what I get. Okay, that's not terrible. That's pretty bad. That's okay. That's gonna help me through the boss. The problem is that it's expensive and it's gonna ruin my rolls later. I think what I might do is I might buy this now, have it carry me through the boss. Or if I roll a 4 or 5 or 6, it should like as long as I roll one of each of these, I should be fine. You and then I might discard it at the beginning of the next shopping phase, depending on what I get. So I kind of wish I put this. Oh, I kind of wish I put this wand in the 4 to 5 row. Had I known I would get this compass, but it is what it is. So that's 7. Then I go over there, and this goes to 18. And yeah, let's face this boss. So I get 1 mushroom over here, and I get 1 mushroom over here due to this torch. And let's see what happens. I got a 3, which becomes a 5 and a reroll potion. Yeah, I'll keep that. So I go to 5. I use this mushroom for another 3. Because of the boss, I then discard these other 2 mushrooms. And I get a potion. Had I not gotten the potion, I might have re-rolled Gary just to try to get a 6 and use this row instead. But this is fine for now. Ew, great. So that's 4 plus 6 brings me to 14. I get a coin. I use a mushroom, which gets me another 3. 1, 2, 3, and uses these. Yeah, so now I'm guaranteed to win it just because I have this compass. I'm guaranteed to get at least a 2. So we'll see which row of mushrooms I use. I would like to get a 4, 5, or a 6, which I do, and I get a coin out of that. And that's 5 is 22, which is more than 18, and I win. And that's good. I got this boss out of the way because I like mushrooms, and this boss hates mushrooms, which means I will not be facing him later. There are around three mushroom bosses, I think, so it's good to see one this early, where I could get out of it, and I still have my scroll, which is great. So, ooh, okay. So 7 gold or 3 to 1 row. Again, I'm not gonna be able to buy anything. I can take interest here, go to 4 gold. But I really like the 3 to 1 row because it also means I can discard this pretty safely now. The next combat's what? I think it's at 21. So if it's at 21, no, because that's gonna be, let's say, I add three here, and I rolled this row 3 times. That's 15, and then two more mushrooms is 16, 17. That's not enough. What I think I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna put them over here. Then maybe I'll be able to move this later. Um, it kind of sucks that I wasted on this, but let's try to start aiming for this row now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add these three over here, 2, 3. So now every time I roll a 4 or 5, I get 7 or 8 roll, which is great again because right now I'm at 21, right? So that's a third of the way I need to go just from my dice itself. And then I take interest. I will take a coin. I'm probably not gonna be able to buy anything here. Maybe there's something for 3 I'll buy. It's actually not terrible. This is worthless to me because I have the better scroll already in the same color. Yeah, if I buy this, that means I get 3, 4. That leaves me 5 gold. No, I'd rather save it. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to hit the 21 threshold with this now. And I'm gonna get 2 mushrooms over here, so I'm not gonna buy that. So yeah, and again, I still have my starting scroll, which I can use in a jiffy. So I'd rather save my money. So I may not re-roll faces. This is great. I like seeing Boobles in earlier in the chapter 5 because his enraged side really is hard. And he's myth side is kind of easy. So especially if you don't need to re-roll, which I don't think I'm gonna need to a lot. So yeah. So forgot I first get my mushrooms, one over here. I rolled a 5. I get a coin. Oh, 3 plus 2 is 5. I get a coin. Go up here is 6, and then another 3 is 9. So again, that was my first roll. Um, so if I get the same thing on average, I'm going to be at 27, which is a lot more than 21, so I should be fine. So I'm not worried at all. I rolled a 2. Plus 2 is 4. Plus 3 is 16. And that's it for that. And I rolled this is going to be, yeah, this should be enough. So that's 1 plus a coin. And then I get another 2 for my compass. So that's this row right here. So I use 2 more mushrooms, go up another 2. And perfect. And I get another 3 coins. So let me just put 2 back and take a 5. And that gets me to 9. Yeah, I'm gonna take 1 reroll potion. It's kind of equal here, but I'm kind of low on economy, and I'd rather start building up a little bit of interest. So yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay. So now I really regret not putting these on my 2 to 3 row because with this wand and this wand, what you could do is every roll you put 2 mushrooms here, and then you always trigger it, which means you are basically every roll you get 1 more mushroom, which means every time you roll you increase your score by 1 basically, and this is an amazing amazing combo, which I don't have. So, but what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm strong enough. Or what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna 5 and 2. I'm gonna buy this, put it over here because I think I'm strong enough over here without increasing my strength this round. And I'm gonna just start putting mushrooms on this row. This way, if I can move this down here, I'd be able to retrigger those mushrooms, or I could discard this in a shopping phase and then lower my average roll to 2 or 3. And with that, I'm fine. I'm not gonna put it over here just because I'm never gonna roll that. But yeah, this sounds good. Maybe I'm gonna regret this later, but again, I still have this, which I think should be fine. So yeah, let's start. I get a mushroom here with my torch. I get a mushroom here. And I get a mushroom here, and let us roll. That is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6, plus another 3 is 9, which again, if I did that 3 times, that is 27. Even if I don't count mushrooms, that's still 25, which is exactly what I need. So yeah. Oh, and then I also get this. I get 2 mushrooms over here. So as long as I roll 2 threes or a 0 to 1, I should be fine. That's another 3, which is again going to be 3 plus 2 plus another 3. So go to 17, right? And then I get 2 mushrooms over here. So I need a 3. I need a 1, 2, or 3. Or a 4 would also work, I believe, right? Because 4 goes to 6. 7. 7, no, I'm going to be 1 off. So I'm going to re-roll something. Question is what? If I re-roll this and get a 0, that's going to be a 2, 4, 7, which is also not enough. If I re-roll this and get anything but a 0, that would be enough. Huh. I'm going to re-roll this just because I have a 1 in 3 chance of not getting a 0. I guess it's the same, but if I'm going to use a mushroom here, which I'd rather use a mushroom here than over here. And I could get a coin. And I got a 1, which is great, which is exactly what I need. And I got a coin. So now I'm kind of worried about the boss, just because I hit my target exactly. And I also use this mushroom. I hit my target exactly, and which means I need to get 4 from somewhere next round. So we will see where that comes from. But let's take our rewards. I get 5 coins, and then I will take. I'm gonna take another intra. No, I'm gonna take a potion. Just because one more coin doesn't do much for me. It doesn't let me re-roll an extra time. Um, so I'd rather just take the potion again, because potions are somewhat useful here. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. This pickaxe will probably get me the strength I need to win. I can also take this scroll, and then that would also be helpful. But then I'm only at 6. I could reroll for a 5. No, let me take this pickaxe. Yeah, that will hopefully do what I need it to do for this boss. Because if I get 1 and roll a little bit better, I should be fine. Okay, great. Let's do the boss. I got a 2. Oh, sorry, I forgot my mushrooms. So I got do I want to reroll here? If I reroll this into a 0 or a 1, I think that's a little beneficial. Yeah, I'm gonna reroll just this. Yeah, perfect. So because now this is a pair for this pickaxe, that's an extra 3 from that 1 potion, which is great. So I go up 2 plus 2 for my compass, activate this row, go 1 for my mushroom, 3 for my I don't even know what these things are called, my plus ones. I then activate this wand. I get 2 mushrooms over here. I then activate this pickaxe for another 3. Go 1, 2, 3. And again, yeah, if I'm in the same position as last time, if I do that 3 more times, I'm fine. I just realized I could not re-roll the face. So I'm actually going to restart this combat because I'm against the boss. So I could not do that. So let me start over here. I put my mushrooms back there, put my mushrooms back there, I get my one reroll potion. Okay, let's start that from the beginning. I apologize. So let's roll. That's a 2, and that is a pair, which is the same situation I was in last time, which is great. And then I didn't even have to use a reroll potion here. So I go 4, plus 1 for the mushroom, plus 3 for the plus score, and plus another 3 for the pickaxe. And then I get 2 mushrooms over here. So 1, 2. Okay, yeah, same position as last time. It actually helped me. But yeah, let's reroll again. That's 4 goes to 6, 7. Plus a coin, which is going to get me what, 18. If I get to 18, I'm getting another 11, which is doable if I roll a. If no, I would need to roll. Oh no, plus the pair. Yeah, no, I'm fine. So I get 4 goes to 15. Plus 2 from the compass. I get a coin. I use my mushroom for another 1. And then I use my pickaxe for another 3. 1, 2, 3. And then last time, I need 8 in total. And I believe this should do it, right? This is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's not enough. That is very sad. Okay, let's re-roll Sadie. Let's re-roll Sadie again. Literally anything but a 0 wins it here. There we go. So that's 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus I got a pair, so that's another 1, 2, and 3. No, sorry, I was at 21. No, sorry, it's 4 plus uh it's 4 plus 3, which is not enough. Okay, I guess I have to use this because I'm no longer triggering this row, so I don't get these. So I have to use my scroll to get an extra 5. So I'm not as strong as I would like to be. I did beat the boss, and I do get the reward, and hopefully I could use that to dig me out of this rut. So I will take the 7 gold because the mushrooms don't do anything for me because I don't have any gold to buy any mushrooms, and then I will get 1 potion as a as my interest. And now let us buy something. Okay, okay, okay. This is not looking good. These don't help me as much as I really need it. So I'm going to reroll. Okay. I rerolled once, so rerolling twice doesn't do that much for me. I have 8 to spend. This doesn't do much for me. This could give me some money, but again, I need to survive here, and I'm kind of worried I won't. So I think I might just buy this. So 4, and I get 2 mushrooms over here, and I get 2 mushrooms over here, and then I have 4 left. Can't buy that. Depending if I want to get rid of this, it'll let me get through the next round, but it means it ruins my entire engine because this is my entire engine, and also I have these. So I'm not going to get rid of this yet. I'm going to wait a little bit, but I think I will buy this just for when I do. I'm a little bit stronger, and I'm not feeling so great about this run, but we will see what happens. So yeah, the next round, go to 33, which is what I got last time. That was with the +5, and I didn't get that much stronger here. But yeah, and the annoying thing is I still have 1 mushroom over here, which means this torch doesn't even do anything for me right now because it moves it over there. So I'm probably gonna lose here. I'm gonna be honest. If I need to roll this row at once, and that should be good for me. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, perfect. So I can move up 0 +2, which is great. But then I use 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me take these 5. That was 4, but so that's 9. I move up 11 because of my mushrooms, which goes to 13. And I use a mushroom here, and I use a mushroom here, which is great. All right, so 2 + 11 is 13. And oh, I even rolled a pair for another 3. 16. Okay, sounds good. That's halfway there. Okay, that's also good, I think. So 1, I get a coin. I go up another 2, activate this row, which gets me another 8, 9, which gets me to 28 plus another 3 from the pair. 1, 2, 3. Now I kind of want to roll, don't want to roll this anymore. I do want to use my mushrooms here. It's kind of annoying to use both mushrooms here because now this torch is not going to put a mushroom in the 4 to 5 row, but it is what it is. That's actually annoying. I'm actually going to use a real push because I'm getting another one, and I really don't activate this row again. I want to save my mushrooms here as much as possible. I realized I forgot to show what the boss is. The darkness. Oh, great. This is going to be. Oh, this is chapter 4, so he's gonna flip. Oh no, undo that. Yeah, so he's gonna be enraged because it's chapter 4. But yeah, sorry. So I'm gonna re-roll Pipsqueak. And I got a 1, which is good because now I use this mushroom here, and I go 1, 2 plus 2, plus another 2 from my mushroom, plus another 3 from my thing, and plus another 3 from my pickaxe. And I get 2 mushrooms over here, which again, like I totally beat that score, but that was with 2 really lucky rolls, and I used a lot of mushrooms there. I used total 4 mushrooms. So I'm still a little bit worried, but now I'm in a much safer spot, and I get a reroll potion and a coin from that, which is good because now I get 1, 2, 3 plus, and now I'm gonna take another coin from interest. Yeah, and let's go to the shop. Okay, I don't like any of these. This could be okay, but I need something more permanent for me. So let's re-roll the shop. Okay. This still isn't great. I was really hoping, I don't know. I got 7. Okay, let's buy this and just get another 4 mushrooms over here and hopefully use that. The darkness is kind of scary when he's enraged because you have to face 2 regular bosses, and if one of those bosses is a mushroom boss, I'm probably screwed. Um, but yeah, let's go to 38. Let's see what happens here. I need at least 1, 2 to 3 roll to win this. Probably 2. The beginning, I get a mushroom over here. So I need 0, 1 roll to get to 2 to 3 range. So that's 3, 4, 5, plus a coin, plus another 3 goes to 8, plus I use this mushroom goes to 9. I'm gonna keep that for now. I might re-roll a. Oh, and I get 2 more mushrooms over here. Yeah. Let's see what happens. That's a. I'm gonna have to re-roll this just because I need a 0 on this, and I got a 2. What? I'm gonna go another 8, which gets me to 17, 18. I need another 20. If I get a no, this is not gonna give me 20. See, I need to re-roll again. Okay. So that is one. Plus I use, this is 10, 11. Um, Plus another 2 from here. And yeah, this is kind of bad. I need to do that again, but I have no reroll potions. So yeah, I think this is probably game. But I got 2 plus another 2 for my compass, plus another 3, 1, 2, 3, plus another 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm at 33, which is less than 38. This is my third roll. So I lost. Yeah, advanced mode is hard, as you can see. I was kind of the back foot. These just showed up in the wrong order, which is kind of annoying, but sometimes it happens. But yeah, this is game 2. Hopefully, next game I'll actually win. I'll see you later.